Join me as I take on the challenge of mastering effective communication in just 3 simple steps. Effective communication is the backbone of any successful relationship, be it personal or professional. Think about it, when we communicate effectively, we build trust, resolve conflicts, and create strong bonds with others. On the other hand, poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even the breakdown of relationships. We've all been there, in a conversation that just didn't go as planned. Maybe we felt misunderstood, or perhaps we misunderstood someone else. These moments can be frustrating and even painful. Some common barriers to effective communication include distractions, emotional baggage, and even our own biases. We might get caught up in our own thoughts, or be too quick to judge others. Another barrier is the lack of active listening. We might be too focused on what we want to say next, rather than truly hearing the other person out. Or maybe we're just not paying attention, our minds wandering to other things. Cultural and language differences can also create barriers. When we come from different backgrounds, it's easy to misinterpret each other's words or actions. And then there's the fear of conflict or rejection, which can cause us to hold back and not express ourselves honestly. Lastly, technology can be both a blessing and a curse when it comes to communication. While it connects us, it can also create distance and misunderstandings if not used thoughtfully. So, how can we overcome these barriers and communicate effectively? It all comes down to 3 key steps. First, we need to be clear and concise in our message. This means being direct, specific, and avoiding jargon or complicated language. For example, instead of saying "I'm feeling a bit down," we could say "I'm feeling overwhelmed with work right now and could use some support." The second step is to actively listen to the other person. This means giving them our full attention, avoiding distractions, and making an effort to understand their perspective. We can do this by maintaining eye contact, nodding to show we're engaged, and asking open-ended questions to encourage them to share more. The third step is to be aware of our nonverbal cues. Our body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions can all convey just as much information as our words. By being mindful of these cues, we can ensure our message is conveyed in a way that's respectful and empathetic. For instance, we can make sure our tone is friendly and approachable, rather than stern or dismissive. Let's consider a real-life scenario where effective communication made all the difference. Imagine a team working on a project, but tensions are running high and conflicts are arising. By taking the time to listen to each other's concerns, being clear about expectations, and being aware of nonverbal cues, the team can turn a potentially disastrous project into a successful one. In this scenario, effective communication didn't just resolve conflicts, it also created a more positive and productive work environment. By following the 3 steps, we can achieve similar results in our own lives. To recap, effective communication is a 3-step process: being clear and concise, actively listening, and being aware of our nonverbal cues. By mastering these steps, we can build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts, and create a more harmonious environment in our personal and professional lives. If you've had an experience with effective communication, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more insights on how to improve your relationships and communication skills.